Yes, it's that time again for another D&D Misfit Adventures. Thank you very much for joining us. And for those of you who love playing D&D and other tabletop role-playing games, please go and visit our friends over at minimegastore.com using the code MISFITS, all capitals, for your D&D needs. 10% off. Yes, that's exactly what you want. Money off. But until then, we're going to go and join the Misfits and play some Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, episode 31.
Yeah.
After discovering a young Yeti and bringing it back to life after its violent trip down the side of a hill, you find yourself in a lush green forest. And after a brief encounter with a large shark-like creature lakeside, you have now met an elderly cleric called Fizbin, who, after many stories, turned out to be the carer of A56, which makes him kind of A55's uncle of sorts. He gave you food, drink, somewhere to stay, and more information than you could shake a stick at.
Yep.
DM hopes your notes are up to date. After tucking up for the night, Brutus has gone for a wander and is followed out of the door by a inquisitive Dudley as the others settle down for the night. And that's pretty much it. So we shall start. So if I remember correctly, Rogu settled down for a sleep. A55 went into sentry mode, and Grizzly, who should be called Brutus, decided that he wanted to go for a walk.
Well, already outside the tent, just away from the snake stuff.
It's no tent. He's in the house.
Okay. Well, house, tent, they're shelters.
So you decided that you wanted to go for a walk.
Just outside the house, so I can sleep outside.
I got you. You step outside the door into the dark night. The forest itself making tranquil, serene noises.
Like what?
Very settling. I don't know.
Oh, come on, DM. Give me some night animals that I'm hearing. Immerse me.
Cookie. You stand staring off, and with a few crickets chirping and a few howls too. Howls? Yeah, howls coming across the air. You stand and look up into the trees and start staring at the stars. As you start to see the lights sort of moving within the leaves. And with a small rustle coming from behind one of the leaves, a floating creature, luminescent in the dark light, just floating quite happily, like a jellyfish would just plod along in the water, just gently floating, shining quite brightly, so letting off some luminescence. And as you see one, another one pops out and just starts floating along. And then various more drop out of the trees. Sort of different colours. Some are white, some are sort of tinted orange, some are a midnight blue. And they just start floating along underneath the tree line.
Well, Mr. Dudley, I've not seen these before.
Aye.
Aren't they pretty?
There might be this country's fireflies. Who knows?
They're not very big, sort of like for the size of a golf ball.
Uh, I'd probably slowly walk up to them and just put out my hand, see if one comes and rests on it.
Sure. Then and you walk it. You take a few steps away from the house and stand under the trees. Roll me an animal handling.
Oh, okay, that's actually not too bad. 12.
Okay. You put your hand up in the hope that one sort of comes down to land, and almost comes down, and just as it's about to, it just takes off again. Doesn't quite touch the hand, just and then takes off again, but just gently, but like just moving like a jellyfish would, so slowly and very gentle. Dudley, what are you doing?
I'm just there. Just to keep Bruce's company, and if he wants to chat, I'm, you know, near to being here,
Okay.
kind of thing.
Well, he's mesmerized by these little jellyfish things. So roll me a perception.
Will do.
Oh no, I've just had a thought.
Terrible 5.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, pretty.
How dare you mock my bestie?
He mocked himself with that roll.
True, the roll's terrible.
But yeah, these creatures just sort of they hover around for a little bit. You suddenly see a few of them start to approach the floor. They drop and start to come very, very low, and they start approaching the ground and start making their way along the grass, along the floor. So 4 or 5 of them just sort of creeping along the grass. And about 15 feet in front of you, because you were dull vision, up against the bottom of one of these trees, you can see that there is a wolf carcass laying there. Looks like it's been there for some time. Although it's dark, so you can't really tell.
Okay.
And as you watch these 5 sort of go towards it, they hover over the wolf for a few seconds, and then one of the blue ones sort of just floats down and enters into the wolf's body. Almost like it just passes through
Okay.
the outer skin.
Okay.
After about 10 seconds, you see the wolf's ribs move with the breath.
Okay. Is there any sign of the one that entered it still? Or is no? I'm probably very fascinated at this, so I'd probably go for a closer look and inspect.
Okay.
I'll go closer as well.
How close do you want to get?
I think cautiously, but the intrigue would get the better of me. So maybe around 5 foot.
Okay. You walk right up to the wolf then and sort of like stare over the top as if to go, where the bloody hell did that go? As the other 4 suddenly go, quite quickly and disappear off back up into the trees. As you hear a
Do I hear that noise?
you're 5 foot away from the wolf that's making it, so yes.
Cool.
Hmm.
I will get between the wolf and Brutus. Just in case.
The wolf's eyes open, and they're a white cloudy sheen on the eyes, and the wolf gets back to its feet, sort of hunched over. You can see bone, tendon, bits of ribs, part of the body, as this half-cut wolf sort of clicks its shoulder back into place and goes, let's roll for initiative.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
A55 isn't going last.
A55 is asleep.
You're asleep.
Oh wait, I am. Well, let's go. That means A55 is going last. And initiative didn't matter.
That's shit.
Right,
14.
20 and above. And just tell me what you got.
14.
6.
Nice. Right.
Uh-oh. I've got no spell slots.
Zombie wolf's going first. The zombie wolf, after clicking its shoulder back into place, just looks at you with its dark, whited, clouded eyes, lets out a snarl. As it lets out a snarl, the tongue sort of just drops and droops over the side of its mouth. And flicks it back in and goes, he's going to take a bite at you. Come on, Dudders. Natural 20.
No!
Cool. I'm not even raging.
2 nat
Cool.
20s on the trot. I got a 22 on the initiative. 8 points of piercing damage. And would you make a Constitution saving throw?
I get advantage for that. That's a dirty 20.
You're all right. The wolf steps back, lets out a snarl. She's going to take another bite. It's going to miss. Brutus.
Seeing that it's just attacked my bestie, and I really can't do a lot. I'm going to get as close as I can and use my channel divinity. So I need it to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. 13.
Okay, so it fails. So it's going to take 18 points of radiant damage.
No.
Damn.
Very good.
And that is my turn done, because I don't think I can do anything else. Actually, yes, I can. So I will give Bardic Inspiration to Dudley, my bestie. You get a D6.
How do you do a Bardic Inspiration? How do you give a Bardic Inspiration?
I think with a motivational speech for Mr. Dudley, but in the way Brutus would do it best. Mr. Dudley, kill that motherfucker.
Touche. First time I ever heard Brutus swear.
He's growing. He's becoming more common.
Lovely. Well,
Getting more straight.
that brings us to Dudley.
Cool. I click my neck as I enter my rage. Cause sod it. It's too late for this bollocks. Yeah, smacking them all. One. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Yay. +2 for raging. 7 points of bludgeoning.
Cool. And scrap number 2.
Swing number 2. Even with Bardic, I won't be able to hit. And that's a natural 1.
Oh dear. And a miss.
Yeah.
The zombified wolf.
They're going back to jail.
Jaw sort of hanging after the first ball. So you see it suddenly go, clicks it back in to take another bite. This time flies past Dudley and goes for the guy behind. With a 17 to hit.
Miss.
Ooh.
Just.
It's all right. He's unhappy. He's just clicked his jaw back in place. He wants quite something. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to use... Hold on 1 sec.
It's all right. I can impose disadvantage. I've
Did
got
he-
Ward of Flare.
Alright.
So I'll
Did
use
he-
my reaction. Oh, God. Sorry.
About to say, because did he leave my attack range? Cool. No.
So yes, in that case, then I will use my reaction for warding flare to impose disadvantage.
$18 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that meets or beats it. Yeah.
I'll use my reaction for Spirit Shield. So I'll take 2d6 damage away from it.
But it only does 2d6 damage. So, all right. Well, my 2d6 damage is 6.
8. So
So
you
take
just bite
all
on
the damage
Spectral
away.
Shield.
But it was a successful hit. Make you a Constitution saving throw, please.
Me,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Yes, you still got
Okay.
bitten. Just because it didn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't draw blood.
Dirty 20.
You're all right. And then back to Brutus.
When I hit it with the radiance, did I notice it took more? Did it seem like it was in more pain than normal?
This creature is showing no pain, no nothing.
Okay. All right. In which case, I will. I am going to. Can it make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Dex, so she's good at that. 16.
Damn, it meets it or beats it. So, yeah. So, yeah, I missed with Sacred Flame.
Dudley.
Well, I will swing 2 times with my maul. $22 to hit.
That'll be a yes.
10 points of bludgeoning.
Lovely. As you crack it over the head, its front legs spread and just kind of go good like that on the floor. The carcass lays there motionless as a little blue jellyfish just comes out and just starts floating on.
I think it might be safe to go back inside. Because we don't know how many dead corpses are around here with these around.
Okay. I suppose you're right, Mr. Dudley.
Don't worry.
Just do me a favor and just the snakeskin rug thingy, just kind of like chuck it out and like smash it to pieces for me.
Gonna get rid of Fizman's blanket.
I'm not very comfortable with it. I put him into a dilemma now.
Oh, God's sake. I'll try to put myself between you and anything fucking snake-like. Because I don't want to go get a pissed off old man that can shoot shit.
Okay.
So try and meet in the middle. Emphasis on try. Being successful, so be it.
Can I see if there are any tongs in the bag of holding?
Tongs.
Tongs, yeah.
But
Like a pair of
barbecue
tongs.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. You're still outside at this point, right?
26. Yeah,
Oh,
still outside.
26.
Yeah.
Found a pair of nose tweezers.
Okay.
Oh.
In which case, then, I will attempt to use the tweezers on the rug to drag it outside, so I can actually sleep nicely.
So, before we get to that, you find the tweezers and go, ha ha! I'm going to get rid of that damn thing. And as you open the door to back to the cottage,
Oh no.
Fizman just kind of goes, just steps in the way and goes, mischievous, aren't they?
What are
What
they?
is?
The flumps.
They're flumps.
They're spirit flumps.
Fascinating creatures, but I kind of don't like that they can animate the dead.
They don't animate them. They possess it.
That's even worse.
They're not really
Yeah, I would definitely say that's
alive,
worse.
but they didn't come. They do it for fun.
I really don't think that my bestie getting injured is fun.
Did he get bitten?
Yes.
Yes.
Check the wound.
I got 2 wounds to check up on. I got to check the wolf bite.
Yeah, I'll check mine as well.
Yeah, you check the wolf bite. There's no teeth marks.
I got gummed by a dead wolf. Is that what you're telling me? I got gummed.
They do it for fun. Keeps them busy.
But how in doing so, checking the wolf bite mark, can I check on the other one?
Oh, it's smelly. It's oozing pus. Like it's that squeezy one. He goes.
What? So the hag bite is oozing.
Bestie, we really need to go and see Mr. Dunkus regarding that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't think we have a choice. We have to go and see him as our next point of call. That's getting worse.
Alright.
The legends say that the flump spirits are lost souls.
Okay. Can I check my bag of holding for one of the 27 books to see if there is anything on these flumps?
Did you say a book?
One of 27, yeah.
Gee,
Not,
I mean,
not the 10 grandiose ways of
Excuse me?
praising Saint Matthias.
you got it wrong.
I know
I
I
have the
did.
best book known to man. It's the 10 dynamite ways to praise by Saint Matthias.
It's not a book. It's a freaking pamphlet.
This is true.
I don't think you can call one page a book.
I'll have you know, I don't care.
Well, you're asleep.
I can still
Hang
go
on.
with you.
He's literally woke up and gone, no, I've got a better book than that.
I got a book.
But yeah, you could check your bag of holding for one of these 27 books to see if there is anything in there on these spiritual flumps.
7. I thought I had a 00 and I was like, oh, that's a good thing. And no, 7.
You managed to put out the one which has got the best the recipe for the best ever s'mores that Jack Human had ever eaten.
Oh, cool. What does it involve?
Flump
Human.
marshmallows.
Oh,
Get it? Flump.
yeah.
But the flump, yeah, the spirit flumps, and they're known to be lost souls.
That's a
Can you-
shame that he lost soul.
Yeah, can you commune with them?
No, not really. They're jellyfish. They just kind of go. bloop, bloop.
They're just jellyfish that can possess the dead.
Doesn't exactly seem like a jellyfish to me.
No, not just the dead.
Go on.
He said they could possess just the dead. They can't just possess the dead.
Can they possess the living?
They can possess the undead.
So the non-dead.
You know, the undead.
Can they possess the ever living?
Yes.
Oh no.
Okay, so if they could possess the living, let's see. I'll
No.
I'll cautiously go back and see if I can get one to land on me and see if I can do anything with it.
As you go out there, they've all disappeared back up into the trees. They're not there anymore.
But do I see them in the trees?
No. The luminescence is gone. When that wolf woke up, they all disappeared. They did a runner.
Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Fisbin. I don't suppose you have any maybe dead rabbits or squirrels or anything lying around?
Only the one we had for the dinner.
Don't suppose you have the carcass of it still, do you?
No, unless you want to take it out of your stomach.
Mr. Dudley, how do you feel about a quick venture to find something to kill?
You're curious, aren't you?
Absolutely, they're fascinating creatures.
I think I got one more swing before I need to hit the hay.
Yes, Bestie, come on, let's do this.
There's an owl in a tree nearby.
Okay. Can I make
Who's-
a deck save?
Can I make a what save?
Deck save.
Dex 12.
Okay, it fails. It takes 11 points of
Dead.
radiant damage. Oh, okay. Oh, well, it's dead. So did it fall out the tree?
Oh yeah, it's like it just goes.
Cool. I will quickly run over to it, grab it, and then put it near where the wolf was picked up, and just see what happens.
Okay. You stand it up and you wait eagerly. You wait about 20 minutes and nothing comes.
I'll pick up the owl and then give it to Mr. Fizbin and go, well, there's dinner sorted for tomorrow.
That's breakfast.
Also, doable.
Fine, I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah, I think we will too.
Lovely. Pleasant dreams.
Thank you. Oh, before you go to sleep, on your books, do you have anything on the flumps?
No, not particularly. I'm not really a study of wildlife.
Worth a shot. Well, good night, Mr. Fizbin.
Thank you. And then as you see him get into his bed, you notice that the snake skin is not there anymore, and it's now a fur.
Oh, yay! Oh, I just jump into it. I just jump into bed and wrap myself up in the warm, furry goodness.
Well, you jumped into bed with Fizbin. Okay.
I don't care. At this point, it's a nice bed. It's fur, so yeah.
Right, okay, you get in a bed. Fizbin sort of rolls over, puts his hat on the side, and goes, oh.
Being in worse places. Yeah, I'll take it.
Dudley sees the rug in front of the fire, circles a couple of times, then cuddles up.
Yeah. I'm not part of the beast, but I accept that.
Now they've finally gone to bed. Rogu, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
There we go.
Okay.
Here comes the madness.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna wake up, we're gonna see Rogu as a kraken.
I thought you were going to say
But-
crackhead.
Rogu is a crackhead.
Yeah. Stealing all the cocaine.
Do you have the stuff?
Yeah, see.
It's like that scene from Family Guy, Big Bird.
Oh, yeah, I know the scene you're on well.
9.
No. Okay.
Oh no.
One of two people's coming. But which one? Ooh. Okay. Okay. As you sleep, and you quite calmly drift off into a nice, pleasant dream. Your pleasant dream, you're weirdly playing with your snake stuff and enjoying throwing it backwards and forwards and watching it grow and disappear and etc. The snake stuff suddenly turns into a snake, becomes animated and wraps its wraps its way around your hand and becomes a snake and just sort of looks directly ahead of you. As the clouds of your dreams sort of start to make a shape, they make that of a giant snake head, very reminiscent of the ones that you've seen previously. As the mouth starts to move, I thought you would never turn up. It will be a pleasure to make you one of my acolytes. Please accept this gift of my admiration of you joining.
Thank you.
And as he says that, you see from your eyes a forked tongue leave your mouth and go.
Oh, damn. I'm asleep.
And what your forked tongue will give you is advantage on any deception, persuasion, or intimidation rolls.
Okay. Right. Persuasion, deception, imitation, intimidation. There we go.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Lovely. Thank you.
So you now possess a serpent's forked tongue.
Pardon me. Does that mean you slur these S's? Or is that just stereotypical snake stuff?
We'll see what happens to his voice when he turns into a snake.
Fair enough.
If he turns into a snake.
Did the DM just give away part of the story?
No, it's if he turns into a snake. There's a long way to go.
So this is the part where Jack just turns into the bad guy. We find out he is the.
That's it. Rogue's the baby EG.
Find out Jack is the serpent god.
As the clouded snake disappears, Rogu sees a familiar scene of a room that he once inhabited, in a home that he once lived in, with a man that he called father, and a woman that he called mother.
Oh.
The mother still lay there, very ill, very bedridden.
Oh yeah.
Nice that he remembered that his mum was ill. He sees something walk in the background, a hooded figure with a blue snout protruding from the hood. As he stands over the body, he sees pass a blue flower to the woman. And
does the woman accept it, or is he just putting it on her?
No, he did. She takes it with her hand.
Okay.
Hands the flower to the woman. The woman takes the flower, nods her head, and then when you watch those stupid freaking scare videos, and all of a sudden the blue hooded figure looks at you, and then in a flash is nose to nose, straight up to your face. Mother's doing better. Perhaps you should come and visit me. It's been a while. Wouldn't want anything to happen to her, would you?
can I flick him with my tongue? And use snake tongue?
You can, if you really want to try flicking with your tongue, you can. What do we want to try?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why not? You can flick it with your tongue. Yeah, no roll required. I like it. And you you flick his nose with your tongue, and you see his eyes widen, his bright yellow eyes under the hood. Been having some adventures, haven't you? We have much to talk about. Don't leave it too long. And then
Okay. Yeah, I'm still obviously Caradon's demeanor is that of not evil, but a bad guy, right? But I don't get the sense that he is that much of a problem. So I think I wouldn't be reluctant to go seeing him. I think I don't feel he's that much of a threat. I know he's not necessarily friendly, but he's not like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
again, you don't see him as much. He's a pain in the ass. You don't see him as much of a threat.
Yeah, he's intrusive, but he's not abusive. Oh, let's do that.
Intrusive, not abusive. A55.
Hello.
I flick back into your memory banks. Roll me an intelligence. No, religion.
Oh, religion. That sounds fun. 17.
Very nice. Your memory banks slowly started to fix themselves with different bits of the history that you've long forgotten or have been long beaten out of your cogs. You stand on a battlefield, smoke, fire, screaming all around you. You look to your right and see brethren. You look to your left and you see and remember A56. A small but much slimmer version of your current self, although very similar to what you were back then. Standing, holding his long sword, and I think long sword and sharp hammer as opposed to warhammer.
Yeah.
That he was using. He says something to you across the noise. You can't quite make it out. Roll me a perception.
Okay. Natural 20. Make it 21.
Very nice. Remember not to trust the fathers.
Ah. Why?
That was all you heard.
Ah. We have Lenny.
As a cannibal crashes into the floor next to you, throws dirt and debris up into the air, and that's where that ends.
That's probably not great, but yeah, that's cool. But not trust the fathers. Is Matt a father? Because he's Father Matt.
It's Father Matt. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's great news, isn't it? Okay then. Is that ended now? Am I awake or am I asleep?
Well, you're still just turned off.
Okay. You got the hold music. Like no, elevator music actually. I reckon that's what A55 would sleep to.
It's what elevator music.
Dun 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 dun.
Fair enough.
That's a phone alarm anyway. But yeah.
You all of a sudden you're awake. All of you wake up with a start Breakfast.
Fun.
Oh, lovely. What's on?
It's ow, 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 ow.
You
Ow,
alright?
porridge.
So bad. That pub was so bad.
Leave me alone.
No, I liked it. I liked the complete curve or the swerve,
Is
but
it
it was still bad.
ow, porridge and leftovers from the snake surprise?
Thank you.
I don't think I asked. Was the snake surprise actually tasty, or was
Yeah,
it quite?
Vegetable
it was
stew.
basically vegetable stew.
I think it was delicious.
You got taste buds.
Thank you, the 855. I appreciate that. It's good. Thank you.
I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm actually just curious. Does Raw Forges have taste buds?
855 does.
I don't have a mouth, Dudley.
That's
How do you?
That's why I'm confused of. I'm confused with the statement.
I made a joke, you dimwit.
Well,
And in my IQ out of this, it's not my fault I'm not that bright.
No mouth, but
gentlemen,
taste buds.
just enjoy your food.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you now because I've got to trip up the mountain. But it's been such a pleasure to meet you all. I hope we get to see each other again.
Hopefully not with the Mother Cardinal or anyone with the Luminons. I don't remember the religion.
But they were the Illuminons.
And they weren't the Illuminons.
Not Illuminons, just Luminons.
Just luminons.
Luminons.
It's not the Illuminati, mate. It's just Luminons.
Not the Mr. ones. That's Captain Scarlet.
But they're Luminons.
Cool.
Captain Scarlet and the Luminons. Mother Cardinal and the Luminons. I like it. It's good.
Oh man, if Captain Scarlet's on Mother Cardinal's side, we're all doomed.
Oh yeah, the guy who cannot die.
Plot armor.
Yes, I must be going. It's been a bit of pleasure. And you see him grab his hat, pops it on, grabs his staff, sticks a bag over his shoulder, and just goes, pleasure.
He's not saying hi how.
He's not a dwarf.
But he's off to work.
Well, we need to get your arm sorted, Mr. Dudley.
Does it look? Do I have any strength on the arm now?
It's absolutely fine. You've just got like the teeth bark themselves. It's it's like a little tender. It's a bit bruised, but other than that, he's fully working on.
Yeah, it's starting to feel the pain. So yeah.
Starting to grow back.
No, I'm saying it's starting to feel the pain. I said, oh no, I can go a new arm. Like, sod it. I wish I was an Namekian, but that don't work.
Well, yes, the next move, completely up to you guys. You had a full rest now, so you've all got your
Yeah.
Aye.
bits back. So
Yeah, indestructible. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Head back to get Dudley's arm looked at. On the way, stop past what's his name? Sir Constantine, let him know we've done the thing, and hopefully we can actually get paid.
Oh, well, let's see if he's actually still alive.
Oh yeah, good point. He was dying, wasn't he? Oh.
The amount of information, Jack, you've.
Yeah.
So
Slowly coming back.
he's got the native disease. So does all the carnivores in
Well, yeah, for the
the
druids.
druids.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
And we still need to go find the thieving versions of the druids.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, but I think handle you first, get you looked at, and then we can figure out what we have left to do.
A lot.
Hmm.
We've probably forgotten half of it.
We still need to go report to Mother Cardinal that what we found was they're dead. Not that. Oh yeah, and they're still being used as fucking microwave meals. Meals on wheels.
Hmm.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I misread them. And I don't even understand what they talk about.
Well, if Constantine has a direct link with Mother Cardinal, seeing as she asked him originally to send us over there, then if we tell Constantine, then he'll tell Mother Cardinal that we didn't find anything and the mercenaries were dead. Missionaries, sorry. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So does that sound like a plan? Head back via Constantine.
Where
Yes.
will we go past first? Either Duncus or Constantine.
So I think because on our route back to Hikmet, we go past New Serene and Constantine's place. So I think just check in, see if Constantine's there, and carry on through to Hikmet, I think. Yeah, I reckon that sounds about right.
Cool.
Right then. So then I'll chug the rest of this owl and snake vegetable soup and then get ready.
That's
While he does that, he picks out, downs his thing. The rest of you are on roll me a perception.
Go.
Dirty 20.
Perception was it?
Yeah, why has your picture disappeared, Mick?
I don't know.
Did your camera come unplugged? Or you turned it off again?
It came unplugged.
8. So Rogu still looks the same to me.
Well, I'm just waiting for A55 to tell me what his perception is.
Wait, it was perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15.
So Brutus and A55. You must have finished yours quickly. Dudley's trying to scoop the bottom of the bowl out.
I didn't eat.
No, you're not eating. That's why you noticed.
Ah.
Dudley's trying to scoop the bottom of the bowl out, which is why he didn't see. As you see him finish, and he puts his bowl down and he goes like that. You notice that his tongue's forked.
Mr. Roku,
Yes.
would you mind just doing me would you mind just poking your tongue out for me?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hello.
And he pokes it out, and clear as day, there is a forked tongue.
Okay, Mr. Dudley, I don't like snakes, and Rogu's becoming one.
Oh, funky. Oh.
He always had that.
That's the best reply ever. I'm an inspiration. That's great.
Yay!
He always had that. We can make about.
Oh.
Well, I got a shit perception, so I'm presuming that it always was like that.
I'm reasonably sure he didn't, Bestie.
You sure?
Fairly confident.
No, you're right. I don't think I had that either. Oh, what's different? Oh,
Then again, I never asked. I never focused on Rogu's mouth. So if Rogu says it's new to him, he knows it well. He knows his own body well.
oh. You know, you can do like kind of like the curly tongue tricks and everything. Can I do like? Can I move each separate side of the fork on its
Yes.
own?
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Oh, nice. And like crisscross them. Yeah.
You can even do the, the,
When in Mexican rave.
yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Give a proper.
Oh, nice.
They actually make the sound effects when he does it.
Nice. Oh. Very nice. Very nice. I think I'll do that now. I think I'll add everything I'm doing. Nice. Cool. And if I were to touch two separate things with each end of the fork, do I get two different tastes simultaneously? Like if I do the bowl and then touch like the wooden table or something.
You get two sensations, but you haven't earned that ability yet.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Cool. Yeah.
Your fork tongue is allowing you to talk. You haven't gained the other stuff yet.
Okay. Excellent.
Excellent.
Oh no, the list was coming.
So it should.
No, I'm not having this. I'm not, dude.
So what's the plan then, boys?
Whoever comes first, either talk to
Well, you're still fairly north in San Mateo.
So then San Mateos.
So then the next one would. So yeah, if we were to do a route, it would be Constantine and then to Duncus.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be backtracking if we went to Duncus first.
Nah, and we don't want to go see Mother Cardinal.
I want to avoid her like the plague, but I also want to avoid Rogu like the plague.
Understand.
Oh, Brutus, don't be like that.
Why does he sound like a villain now? That's brilliant.
Yes,
I generally think
like
Brutus would be fairly terrified at this point and almost ready for combat.
Well, I could do that. I mean, he's got the ability with the advantage on on persuasion. So the whole Brutus, don't be like that. You're kind of like, yeah, all right, okay.
Don't I need to contest it?
No,
What?
not yet.
Well, oh, okay.
Not yet. He's got a tongue. That's it.
Yeah, it's still snakes.
Mate, there are humans walking around with forked tongues. They're just idiots. Not snakes.
I'm still cautious of him. I'm not staying near him.
Fair enough.
Now come
Just ignore
closer
me,
and
it's
let me
fine.
smell you. No, I'm kidding, Brutus. I'm kidding, Brutus. I'm kidding.
Let me smell you.
Smell
Yeah.
you, Brutus.
I think Brutus in fear would not take that too well. So if you're saying you're kidding, then that's fine, and we'll pretend it didn't happen.
Right, cool. I'm ready to go.
And you gather all your belongings, you finish the food, you sort of leave and gently pull the door behind you. and leave Fizban's house, you can hear his whistling off, like in the distance, just echoing through the trees. But you're now wanting to head south.
Mm-hmm.
So you just head off south. You start walking through the forest. The wolven body that was there before is now completely decayed. Barely a skeleton remains of what was there the night before.
Hmm.
Almost as if the decaying of the body was sped up. But you continue to poodle through the forest.
Yeah.
Lots of little lizards and creatures sort of hovering in the trees, scuttling around.
If I flick my tongue out at the lizards, do I get like a welcome back? Or do they like acknowledge me back with a tongue flap?
The lizards and snakes would have a slightly different language. You can speak both.
Hmm.
But if
Okay,
you try
I'll
by
salute them in
sticking
lizard
your
language.
serpent tongue at a lizard, nothing will come of
Okay, fair enough. I'll greet them in my lizard language then.
it. The snakes, on the other hand, sort of like just poke down and sort of give you a nod. Nice 20-foot articulated python just wrapping around a tree, just sort of upside down, just sort of hello. Goes back again.
I hate snakes.
Anybody walking behind Brutus can smell that he hates snakes.
It's okay. They're not gonna hurt you. I won't let you.
The forest sort of breaks to the left slightly as there's another set of hills to your right. As you start to walk around this hillside area in the forest, you can see that there's a lot of breaks in the trees to your right hand side. To your left, thick forest.
With the break, does it look forced or?
No, it's just a break in the trees. It's like well, what do they call them? Glades. It's like an open glade.
Okay. So what now? We gotta carry on in the forest, or
I'm just giving you options of like the route, the thick route, or the.
yeah, that's what I was asking the party.
Can I see if there is a compass in the bag of holding?
Yeah, sure.
Can I look for something guiding in my bag of holding?
What, the 10
this is-
dynamite ways to pray St. Matthias? That's a guiding book. Sorry, pamphlet.
Yeah,
What are you looking for?
something guiding.
Guiding.
You can emphasize the word guiding.
I can emphasize the words guiding. Okay, go on then.
66, by the way.
Okay. You find a pin and a magnet.
Okay, I've had that before. Cool.
81.
Okay. Got to think more about your one.
Supposedly mine should be the easier one there.
A guide to what? What were you looking for? A guide to what? You can't look
A
for
guide.
a guide. Yeah, but
I said something guiding.
something guiding.
Yep.
So maybe like a pamphlet on the 10 most religious fundamentals and structures within St. Matthias.
That'd work.
He said emphasize guiding.
Yeah.
The guiding line that is Saint Matthias. So
Okay. Okay, you root around with the emphasis on guiding.
And I find
You find a spell scroll,
way.
and you've now got the spell scroll for guiding bolt.
Oh, cool.
oh damn.
What does that mean?
Means you
It's a
just
spell.
inherited a spell.
Oh, can I? How do I add that? Or can I add that?
You
I don't
put
know
it
how
on
that
your
works.
notes.
From my notes, guiding lightning something.
No, guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt.
Okay.
Probably a one-time use.
It's a one-time use spell scroll to use guiding bolt.
Sit one.
It's a good spell.
Emphasize guiding. There you go.
Guiding
Thank
bolt
you.
is really good.
Thank
It's
you.
a very good spell.
Do you know what? I'm feeling well generous. Roll me a d4.
Oh, is this for the level, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Oh, for me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wonderful. I'm already for.
Pay attention, Poodle.
2.
Okay, level 2.
All right.
Roll. So your compass, your needle, your water, your magnet, that you've done before.
Yeah.
You're still heading south, but there is a south that's full of trees and a south that's not full of trees.
Oh, okay. So but okay.
It's like the choice of walking on the path or walking in the road. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're next to each other.
I don't suppose any of you would mind if we take the open rather than the trees, just to avoid the snakes. I'm not a fan, as you know.
I'm fine with that.
Nope.
Of course I'll follow you, bestie.
Yay, thank you, Mr. Dudley.
I
Team
don't
friendship.
mind. We can go anyway.
Democracy rules. Cool. We'll take the open glade.
You step outside of the trees into the open glade, and yeah, there's a hillside with various rocks, and sort of goes up. You can see it goes up quite high. I'm not quite sure how high, but you're walking sort of like in between the trees and around the side of this hill. It's pretty open, and all of a sudden you walk round the corner of a hill. You've been traveling for a couple of hours now. You sort of walk round the side of the hill, and all of a sudden, just like it opens up quite wide on your right hand side, goes quite deep, digs right into the mountain or into the hillside. And into the hillside, you can see that there's a giant stone monolith been built into the hillside.
Ooh.
Is there anything specific about the monolith? Like, is there any writing on it or symbology?
There is a picture
Oh,
of a dragon head.
Oh.
A three-tier stone monolith. So like huge in stature, probably standing close to sort of like 70 feet tall.
damn.
Built into the side of this hillside, built into the hillside.
And is it a specific dragon that we recognize or a general dragon?
It's very crude.
Okay.
It's not. It's not a well drawn or well marked out like the ones that you've seen previously. This is very crude, like almost like a child's done it.
Okay. And does it
Okay.
seem?
Oh, I've got a fucking Delic, maybe.
I was going to say, does it
Oh, I
seem?
forgot about that guy.
Is it clean and fresh, or is it like quite old and dirty
Oh,
and
it's old.
mossy?
It's really old and mossy, and
Mm.
there's sort of like a few vines creeping up it.
Okay.
Couple of
Might have been
suckers
Derek.
growing out of it.
Yeah, it might have been Derek.
But then roll me if you're looking at it, all roll me a perception then, as you're there.
25.
16.
8.
12.
Rogu's still stuck looking at this picture of this dragon, trying to figure out what dragon it is. I'm sure I've seen this somewhere before. The rest of you, on the other hand, you sort of look further along the hillside, and you can see that again built up on a platform into the side of this hill. You can see that there's a huge stone face, and on the huge stone face there is a sort of dark open door, sort of maybe 25 feet high, on a platform way back built into the side of this hill.
So a black hole.
It looks man-made because it's square. It's not round. It's not like it looks like it's been cut out. And the 25 from Brutus, you see much further on. You see a couple of statuettes standing hillside. Can't quite make out what they are from where you are. It's far back.
There's a couple of statues further ahead, everyone.
Yeah. Do you know what kind?
Can't really make out, unfortunately, Bestie. I can just see them, but that's about it.
You got better eyesight than me, I'll give you that.
No, I try. Could be nothing, could be everything. I don't know. But my main concern is your arm at the moment, Bestie.
Yeah, appreciate it. Try to find something just to wrap it up.
I think you already wrapped it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrapped
But
up.
if it's pussy, then it probably would need rebandaging.
Fine.
Yeah.
His old socks, bits of shirt. It's fine. Yeah.
Well, it needs to be set. I will do a medicine check and then see if there is anything I can find in the bag of holding. So obviously, being a cleric, I've got to look after my bestie.
It's fine. I mean, but basic medicine care. You go, oh, I could use a doctor's leaf. That'll take the itch away, and we'll just wrap it
There we go. Yep.
with a bit of gauze.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I'm going to be. You know, when like the old one, you're in that kind of. You think you're helping, but you're not. So, like with the old bedding, I'm like, they're ripping like a band-aid, just rip it off. Probably like took off took something off with it.
Continuing to walk down, ignoring this for now.
Yeah, I would say so. My prerogative would be to ensuring Dudley gets that looked at rather than anything else. We can always come back.
Put down a note. Of other things to put down.
You continue to walk down, and as you get closer to these statues that are standing, you can see that there are two plinths, and on top of the plinths there are two wolf-like creatures, almost like they're standing guard. In between them, you can see that there's a walkway which takes you up onto that 25-foot high platform, as if it's the walkway that leads you up there.
Do the statue's eyes follow us at all?
No, they're just statues.
Okay, just curious. That's all. Guess I would going up then. I'll walk.
You,
Hmm.
you
Yeah, why
just
not?
follow the route.
Yeah.
You walk out. It's just a wooden sort of like gangplank, you're supposed to call it anything else, that leads you up onto the top. Takes you up, big open area built into this hillside. You can see sort of 90 feet away the top of this monolith where the dragon's head was sort of carved into the side of it. You can now see much clearer this flat stone front with this open doorway. As you're standing up there, but the flatness of it continues south.
Okay. Do you press on or
Hmm.
you enjoying the view?
Press
Well-
on, I would guess.
Yeah.
All roll me a perception based on hearing.
Based on what, sorry?
Based on hearing.
Okay.
Because any of you got bonuses on hearing.
19.
18.
8.
Nice. And Dudley, in that case, as you start to, you sort of look up at it and go, yeah, that's really weird. We'll check on that later on. Cut on, bestie. And as you sort of turn, you hear.
Did you hear that, bestie?
It's either someone's gonna try and if someone's gonna go try and attack, make my day. Try it. I'm not in the mood.
As a precaution, I will give a bardic inspiration to my bestie.
Can I go find the noise?
I've got your bardic inspiration for you now. I know what it is. I know what it is now.
Okay.
Stand there like a cheerleader. You go, fuck him up, bestie. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Oh wow, that the old
Yes.
indie chants.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Yeah, that works.
Can I go find?
You want to go? You want to go
find
and
Lennon?
find? You want to go and find it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I am not waiting for him to attack us. I'm gonna go for the foot. Find out who this
Fine.
Joker is.
Yeah, and I'll go with.
As the two of you walk closer to the side of this, where it's all flat and the door, this big gaping gateway is, you hear, and it changes, and out of the darkness you see like 4 sets of eyes.
Are you the one making the noise?
And they step out of the darkness and stand about 7 foot tall. In front of you, there are now 4 bugbears. Let's roll for initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fuck 'em up,
God
bestie.
damn
Fuck
it.
'em up.
Oh, fuck him up, bestie. Fuck him up. Fuck him up, bestie. Fuck him up.
I hate the guys hate me.
Mm-hmm.
Never died to jail.
Ooh. It's a very cool looking terrain.
I do like that.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, you've even got the wolf prints as well. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. 2 walls and the actual wooden plank.
Yeah, it's amazing what I've got in all of my random boxes of shite. Right. Okay. Let's get this initiative going. 19 to 20.
I got 20 and above.
Oh, yeah, that one I do.
I got 23, natural 20.
Nice.
Okay. So now we'll do 15 to 20. Okay, 10 to 15.
11.
5 to 10.
8.
Oh, so got a nat one.
Okay. Marvelous. Well, let's go. Brutus, you're taking us away.
Okay, so I just want to step in front of Dudley. And then I am going to, I need, oh, what is it? I think. I need all of them to make a Constitution saving throw.
All of them.
All of them, yeah. So anything within 30 foot, or at least the targets I choose within 30 foot.
Okay. The 2 bigger ones got 19. The 2 little ones got 10.
Okay, so the 2 that got the 19s will take half damage, and I will use my channel divinity, Radiance of the Dawn. So they'll take 16, and then obviously 8 radiant damage for the others.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's me done. Thank you.
Rogu.
Okay, so can I, if I turn to Warlock version of me, is it Warlock? No, Wizard, wasn't it?
No,
No, it
Warlock.
was
No, Warlock.
Yeah, I was right with Warlock. Cool. All right. So when I turn to Warlock version of me, does my image projecting cape disappear as well?
No, it's all still part of you.
That remains. Cool. All right. So I'd like to drape it over myself and then start heading towards the lowest one of the 4. So pretty much diagonally straight in front of me.
Yeah, to that guy.
Yeah, it's that one, please.
And you'll make it.
Cool. As I move over that little lump in the middle, so as I'm at the peak of that lump, I'd like to shoot an Eldritch Blast, please.
Okay.
But I'd like to shoot it at the one that is nearest to Brutus.
Brutus. Yep, you can
Yeah.
do that. Do I need to turn the light on or can you see it?
No, I can see it.
Okay, that's good because I haven't put the right bulb in there. It's still the fire one.
So for my Eldritch Blast, that will be a Eldritch equals that. That's a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Nice. And then that is where's my 10? That is a 4 of damage. What type of damage is that again? That is bludgeoning, apparently.
Yep.
No, that can't be right. Oh no, apparently it is. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
Eldritch Blast is bludgeoning because you're literally just throwing a plasma ball at something to kind of.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Cool. Yeah. So then I'd like to continue my trajectory towards that other fellow. And that'll be it.
Okay. Then it'll be the bugbear's turn. So, bugbear number 1 is going to step. Bugbear number 2. Bugbear number 3 is going to step running around. Right. On Brewers
Oh,
is a 19.
yeah, that hits.
So I'm going to do a lot of damage. That's really not going to do a lot of damage.
Actually, I'll use Warding Flare as my reaction for it.
Okay. Well, that will improve it. That will improve it to a 26 to hit.
We'll stick to the 19, I think.
Okay. The 3 plus 3, 6 points of bludgeoning damage from its
Okay.
mace that it's carrying. And then the other one is going to attack Dudders, which is going to be Jesus 3 this evening, nat 20.
Cool. As long
so
as I'm eating them and not no one else, that's fine.
it's max damage 6. On the 3 is a 9. That'll be 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
And then the other one on Rogu, which is going to probably miss 14.
That hits.
Oh. And that will be, then 5 plus 3, 8 points.
Cool. I will react with an uncanny dodge.
When you draped the thing over yourself, what did you make yourself look like?
I was trying to project the image behind me, so effectively camouflaging myself.
Okay. Because camouflaging yourself, you could have made yourself invisible, therefore could have got advantage. And your Eldritch Blast could have used sneak attack.
Could it?
Yeah. Any attack from a rogue with advantage does sneak attack.
You learn nothing from Skip It.
No,
No, because you don't understand skipping.
that's why I was just informing him that he could have.
Yeah.
Sneak attack.
So now
Okay.
for the future, because you're a warlock with rogue abilities, or you're a rogue with warlock abilities, either or, you can abuse
Abuse the system.
the system. So when you cast a spell like Eldritch Blast,
Mm-hmm.
you can use your sneak attack
Okay
at the
then.
same time, because when you make an attack.
Oh,
And something
I'll-
like Eldritch Blast is a ranged attack, so you'd be able to do it.
all right. Sweet. Thank you.
Sure. Right, bugbears have all gone. So A55.
Where's the closest bad guy to me?
The one standing next to you.
Oh, what, the Minotaur? Is
The
no, is he a
Minotaur, they're
Minotaur?
all bugbears your fault.
You said the bugbear's fucked off.
No?
No.
No,
I don't know, I'm
I
hearing
really
things.
didn't.
Whatever. Okay. I'll go to that one then. And then I'll do I will cast Thunderous Smite
And then heavily jog up to it, smash it in the face.
more or less. Single hit for Warhammer.
So,
No, I know. I'm doing the rolls.
oh,
17 to hit.
the 17 hit.
So one. I'm just gonna do it in total. And the second hit is a 15.
Hit.
Okay, cool. And I got to roll that twice. So that's 8 plus 6 plus 6, 14, 22, 27 damage in total.
And I have to make a strength saving throw. Oh my god. Nat 20. What? My green dice is working tonight. My green dice is working tonight. It's 5 20s.
No, don't like it.
No.
It's the only reason I use it.
Ray, steal his dice. Throw
Yeah.
them out the window.
But yeah, so that's been that. So I passed the strength saving throw, so I don't get knocked 10 feet in pro. And what was it? 27, yeah?
That's crazy.
Oh, it's amazing what happens when you use your character properly. Cool. Dudley.
Yep.
Shoot.
I'm gonna.
With Bestie on deck.
Oh, of course.
Fuck him up, Bestie. Fuck him up. Fuck him up, Bestie.
Bestie, fuck him up. Fuck him up, bestie.
I
We've
will
all
join
ne-
in with the chant. Make it a whole group thing.
Yeah. Dudley, he's our man. If he can't do it, run.
So with them charging, it just enter my rage. And the nearest laughing bugbear, I will swing just to shut him up. 23 to hit.
Yes.
$17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof, damn.
That's for one.
Nice.
Swing again. 423 again.
Well, if it hit first time, it hits this time.
$8 points of bludgeoning.
Nice.
That's my turn.
Then I will ask Mr. Dudley how he likes his bugbears, medium or rare.
6 foot under.
Done. And I will cast a fireball.
Damn!
So it hits. I think I can hit all 3 of them without hitting any of us, right?
Now we'll find out. What's your thing? 20 foot, right?
It's a 20-foot radius, yeah. I know I can at least get 2. I'm trying to think I might be able to get the 3rd.
No. I mean, right as a circle, if you were to get these 2, you'd have to get Dudley and you. You're in it.
Okay.
But that one's all about a reach. Or if you go for those two, you're definitely going to get Rogan.
Well, yeah, but I don't need to hit. I just need to hit a point. So I don't need to hit a creature with it. So I can actually focus a point.
Yeah, but what I mean is if you hit a point, it's a circle.
Yeah.
Right. So I haven't got a 20-foot circle. So if you put your point there and do that, yeah.
Yeah.
To hit that, you've got to hit you and you because it's a circle.
Okay. You know what? I'll take the chance. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
So I need those two to make a dex save.
I do need to make one of those.
And I'll make a dex save as well.
Nope. I am using my inspiration to chuck him out the way.
All right, perfect. Yeah.
So he's gonna go, and you're just gonna go. Huh.
I'm gonna just fire him out the way. Use my inspiration.
You're basically gonna shoot the fireball up in the air, and Dudley's gonna go. You're dead.
Yep.
So yeah, what have they got on their decks?
3.
Okay, is that for both of them?
Yep.
Then they're going to take the full damage of 36 fire damage.
Dang, son.
Dude.
Cool. I had to go do the same.
And that is my turn done.
36, yeah?
Yeah. On 2 different targets. So 72 in total.
Including me.
No, you're out of reach.
Am I?
You're out of range. I was the only one in it. Hence why you pushed me out of the way.
Oh, calm.
Yeah, one of you would have had to have been in here as a circle.
Ah, fair enough.
There was I couldn't get both of you out of it. One of you had to be in it.
And I'm not sacrificing my friends, so.
Right. So went to attack Brutus, missed miserably. Went to attack Dudley with a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I've been set on fire. That does a measly 4. Wow, that is an awful roll.
So that is 2.
2. Then an 11 to hit Rogan.
Nope.
And then a dirty 20 to hit 855.
How much?
A dirty 20.
Oh, that hits.
And then a dirty 20. Well, that's better. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is
To
he?
me.
Is he 30 foot away from me?
Is he 30 foot away from you?
Yeah.
He's within 30 foot.
Cool. I'm gonna use Spirit Shield.
Impose
Use my
disadvantage.
reaction.
No, it's a 2d6,
No.
isn't it?
2d6 damage reduction.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
Okay.
So what do you take off?
7.
Cool, so you take 3.
Go on. Here's lovely.
And then back to Dudley, who just escaped being set on fire.
Wasn't I before the bugbears?
You were, and I missed you, didn't I?
That's
I'm sorry.
okay.
Continue.
That's all right.
How dare you disrespect the champion?
Oh, shut up.
Champion.
Oh yeah.
Champion.
Come on. So in that case,
No, I can take that away as quick as I give it to.
Right. So hopefully I can get
going
away
to.
with this cheeky request, so you can make it up to me.
Oh. Oh.
It might work, it might not. But seeing as that bugbear swung and missed me, could I use that opportunity to then use my draping to make myself invisible and start scuttling around him to confuse him as to where I am. So hopefully he's lost track of me, occasionally
mean,
sidestepping and changing direction.
I mean, you've got the fact that he's swung and missed you. I mean, he knows where you are. I mean, you've already like attempted to attack him, haven't you? So
But I'm thinking in his lunge and miss,
I get it.
then if I sidestep while he's missing, then I can disorient him and then turn myself invisible. No? Am I being too cheeky?
Do you plan on making an attack, or do you just want to do this?
I just want to be invisible now, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, so you pull the yeah, fine. He misses you. You pull the cloak over as he misses. Roll me a stealth.
Okay. My stealth is +9. Come
Well,
on.
stealth was it? Yeah, stealth. Isn't it?
27.
bloody hell.
Oh, we ain't got a fucking clue where you are.
Nice.
Not a
You
clue.
don't have a Scooby.
And then, so in the process, I'd like to slowly expand my orbit around him so that I get out of striking distance, but not get an opportunity attack from it.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll do. You've moved around enough, and you've lost him. You've stealthed, and you're hidden. So we'll do the
Nice.
rest of it next time.
Cool.
We'll work on it. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. So now it'd be A55.
My thing still counts, doesn't it? My smite.
Yeah, your thunderous smites, concentration.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna whack him, stop and whack him. Number one whack is a 23 to hit.
23.
The sword attack is 18 to hit.
18 hits.
The second Warhammer attack is also an 18 to hit.
Yes.
Cool. So that's 2 hammer hits plus smite and then the sword. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's do some maths. Okay. 5 plus 9, 14. 18 plus 28. 32 damage.
Damn. Okay. Lovely. Excuse me. Dudley, as you pick up your maul to make your next attack,
Yeah.
you hear from inside the cave, "Stop the fighting!"
Okay. Who the hell are you?
And you see all the other bugbears sort of drop their weapons and they sort of turn and go, "All right. My friend, sorry. Let me introduce myself." And you'll find out who he is after the break.
Oh.
My friend, please stop the fighting. Stop the fighting. Don't hurt them. Okay. And you see them all just sort of walk off, hunched over, dragging their huge weapons back into the cave. This very small, sort of, and only like 5'5" bugbear, huge pointy ears, like massive ears, far too big for his head. Sort of comes out of the darkness and stands there, just nothing but a small dagger in his hand. He puts it back in little sheet. He goes, "My friend, sorry, they get a bit wild this time of year. They mean you no harm. I mean you no harm. Please, please don't hurt anymore. Please.
Okay.
Thank you." And he sort of walks over and just kind of stands and kind of.
You alright?
Just checking.
What? I asked.
Just checking where you're from.
I'm a naught.
You're a 0. Nice. What about
Thumbs
the
up.
rest of it? Sorry. I'm being wooed. Introductions. I
Cool.
am Glendid.
Ah. Mm.
Yes, I am the Donegada of the bugbears. Welcome to the island. Not seen you around here before.
Yeah, we're not natives.
No, I can
Yeah.
see that. That's why I checked. But let's round the table. Names. You, my fine dressed fellow.
Uh, my name is Brutus.
No, not you, the white
Oh.
one.
Oh.
A white one.
Is that me?
That would, yes.
You're the only white one of us.
Yes.
Just checking.
Ah, I was hoping I was still invisible at this point.
You can't see me.
It's
Yeah.
not me.
Okay, fair enough. Right, I'm Rogu, but they call me. 1 second. Come back to me. I'll find what they call me.
Excellent. What about you? What a great name. And you? Fabulous. And you?
Dudley.
Thank you. Wow. One of you can speak. Marvelous. I can see your number on you. A55. Survivor of the wars.
Yeah, I am.
Incredible.
Were you in Ellsballs?
I was.
I
I
Do I
know.
look that old to your eyes?
No, I'm just asking. I'm just curious. I'm not bright.
I'm a 10 to 26. Thank you very much. As he sort of waddles over to the next guy. Etu Brute, what's your name?
I'm Brutus, and you've obviously met my bestie, Mr. Dudley.
Hey.
Hey yourself. Now,
Hey,
back
self.
to the white one. And your name was?
So I can't find it, but my name is Rogu.
Your name is I can't find it. Excellent.
Well, I'm trying to find the name that Didra's people are gonna call me. Because they told me I was named
I
something
wouldn't listen
else.
to that crazy bitch.
You wouldn't?
Completely off her head, she is.
Yeah, she wasn't the friendliest with us either.
No.
Yeah.
I can't say she likes us. She's got this thing against creatures with fur.
I
Or
thought you
green.
I thought you were all meant to be relatively friendly, you and Didra and Dunkus.
Me and Dunkus, we're like that. Yeah.
Ah.
Deirdre? Not so much.
Hmm.
Has that been since day one or just a recent development?
Probably since she met me.
So since day one.
Yes, you could say that, I suppose. She's not a fan of you people. I don't mind you. Some of the missionaries are quite nice, bring good food. We lost a load recently. It was rather upsetting.
Yeah.
They promised us a hog roast. Do you know what a hog roast is without a hog?
A roast?
A roast.
Well,
There's
no,
no
because
hog to
there's
roast.
nothing to roast. Empty bellies. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Still searching his notes.
I don't.
Yeah, I really can't find it. Where the hell is it?
You found it the other day.
Yeah, exactly. So I know it has to be in here.
It's in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure
Right,
it
he's gonna
is.
suddenly go. It's ah
Yeah, stop everything. It's this.
2 names.
Like in 2 sessions later. Where was that?
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Hmm.
Yes, no, the missionaries, quite nice people, but unfortunately, lost a few of them. Have you heard
Crazy
about this
losing.
Saint Mateus guy? Apparently, we live on an island named after him.
I believe 855 has a pamphlet on St. Mateus.
How
You
many
do?
ways?
I do believe I do. It's the 10 dynamite ways to praise Saint Mateus.
Do you have a copy of it? I'd love to have a peruse.
Gee, I mean, at the minute I've only got this one, but I don't know. Will the DM let me have more?
You're a
Can I print them?
photocopier. You should.
Yeah, like I used to print all of them. I've been fixed since then. So can I copy them whenever I want?
I only want to have a quick peruse. If you don't want to give up the book, it's fine.
Yes, okay. You can have my pamphlets.
Thank you.
do
Ooh,
want to-
you could do it upside down.
You can, yes.
That's fantastic.
Oh.
Grunt will be so happy with that one. Stands on his head most of the time anyway. Believes it helps him think.
You never know. People have their ways.
Yes, I'll have to have a word next time the missionaries come. I'll have to have a word if I can get a copy of this book. No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, fan of old Matei. He's a good lad. He done all right with us. We kind of worship him on now, I suppose.
Yeah, well, there's 10 dynamite ways.
Yeah, it's nice. There's 10 ways to do it. We've only done one way at the minute, but
Which
now,
is
now I know there's another 9. That's the rest of the week sorted, isn't it?
yeah, it could be.
Akarath.
Question.
Oh, sorry.
Finally.
Bless you.
Hey. No, they called me Akarath. Sorry, continue.
Akira. Bless you. Yes.
That's it. Right. Underline this. Make it obvious.
That's
Put
a
arrows around it.
that's a very worldly name. Have they
Yes.
tried to make you one of their own?
Yeah. Like, we went and saw the snakes and serpents that live north of here, and they seem to be receptive to that name as well. I don't know if it actually means anything or not.
There were those snakes and serpents and things are the reason why we don't have our hog roast.
Ah, I see.
Those missionaries promised us a hog roast.
Ah, yes.
And
About them.
unfortunately, now there's a missionary roast.
Hmm.
It's a shame. They're quite nice people once you get to know them.
Sorry, I interrupted. Carry on with the dynamite ways of loving
It's
Mateus.
absolutely vital that you tell me information that you feel like I should know.
So, was you originally Ilvon victiming, or you chose someone else?
Ilmon Fixamin. The
Yeah,
life tree, yes, we believe in the life tree, and the life tree gives life to the islands, and the islands give life to us, and we live on the islands. We believe the same. We believe that Saint Matthias has talked to Ilfrictamin, and they now live happily ever after.
okay.
Sorry to intrude, but I don't suppose you know where the Tree of Life is, do you?
Yes.
Don't suppose you could take me there at some point?
I mean, what right now?
Whenever you have time. I mean,
Yes. As long as your friends don't mind, I'll take you there right this second.
Well,
Hmm.
That's what you want,
He
bestie.
starts heading over to you with hand like that.
okay. Yeah, I mean, but perhaps you don't need your hands like that.
Well, I mean, okay? Would you rather be stabbed?
Why would I get stabbed?
Well, the only way to see Ilmon Fixamin is to die. So, that's why I asked if your friends wouldn't mind. You know, they might miss you.
I thought you were actually showing
Yeah, I thought.
like a
I thought,
temple.
yeah, I thought there would be like a tree, a place of worship.
Yeah, you really should ask people's permission about killing them before doing it, not just
Kind
vaguely
of
referencing
did.
it.
You didn't word it like that. Like you didn't say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go."
And flick, and
Make
puts the knife away, puts his hands down by his side. He goes, "Oh, would you like to die?"
see much better.
Not particularly.
Oh, then I can't show you Ilmon Fixamin, unfortunately.
Um, uh, is there another way that I could, perhaps,
I mean,
without the
you
death?
you could create a seed of life. Are you of true spirit?
What are the rules for being a true spirit?
The deity of light.
Uh, um, no, but I'm trying to be in favor of the deity of light.
Oh,
The agent.
that's a good start.
So any help on the seed of life or anything to get in the good graces would be most appreciated.
I'm still quite new to the religion myself. Possibly. Let me have a think. Nope, not a clue.
Okay.
I mean, but did you know that Saint Matthias not only created the seed of life, but sat and conversed with Ilmon Fixamin himself?
Yeah, we got
Yes.
told this,
Yes, we are aware of that.
but we also got told that he wanted to butcher Ilvon Victimin.
Blasphemy! What rotten word you speak to me?
It's kind of been backed up at the moment.
Oh, by who?
Father Matt, would you do the honors?
Father Matt is asleep. He's not remotely waking up.
855, would you mind recalling the conversation with Father Matt regarding this, please? I know your memory banks are a bit screwed, but help would be appreciated.
Mr. DM, can I roll something? Because I've actually forgotten.
Can I have all history, please?
It's history or religion.
I think I'm better with history. They're the exact same. That is a 18 on history.
Okay. Yes, you sort of go, oh yes, my father Father Matt, recalls the stories of Saint Matthias attempting to kill Ilmo victim.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
No. Don't be silly. He conversed, and now they live happily ever after in the afterlife.
We've also had it confirmed by a fairly decent cleric as well, by the name of Fisbin.
Crazy old fool. Worshipped snakes. Weirdo.
Well, we got notes as well.
B sharp. That's my favorite.
Not musical notes.
Oh.
With like
Hear
a
it next time.
diary.
A
Written
diary?
diary.
Whose
Of
diary?
was it Matthias? Saint Matthias? Was it Saint Matthias's diary we got?
I'm trying to think.
So now we got a diary of his inputs.
Somebody's carrying it around. They're going to have it in their notes.
I would imagine A55 would probably have it in the
Yeah, I
religious
think
bag.
A55 took it.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder whether A55 is looking through his notes now to see whether he's carrying a diary.
A55 doesn't have any notes and doesn't know if he has a diary.
Oh, bloody hell.
A55 should really start making some notes, shouldn't he?
Yeah, A55 really should, yeah.
Especially,
I have
when,
Saint
you're carrying,
Matthias's
especially when
journal.
you're carrying around important items to the story.
I'm carrying around Saint Matthias's journal.
That's
Well
the
done.
one.
That's
That's
Oh,
his
is that the
diary.
one?
they're looking
I
for.
thought
That's the one we're looking for, yeah.
Okay. I
You
have
just wrote
that,
it.
yeah.
You just wrote it down differently.
No, I wrote down Saint Matthias's journal because that's what I got told.
Yeah.
The diary and journal seem different things in my head, but they're not.
And they're not. They're exactly the same thing.
Yeah, okay. Well, I pull out the journal then.
Ah. Is that written by the man himself?
I think so.
Yes.
Ooh. May
But we don't want to.
May I peruse?
Only if you promise not to destroy it if you read something that you don't like.
I refuse to destroy something that doesn't belong to me.
Just refuse. Negative. Wait a minute.
So there's a negative to
Negative,
to
positive, negative,
Negative,
positive,
positive,
negative,
negative,
positive.
Which means
How
he is
many
gonna do
times
it.
did you actually say it?
Can I wake up
Negative,
Father
positive,
Matt to
negative,
read
positive.
it for him?
There's a positive.
Oh no, I can read it, can't I? I can read his journal. I can't read the other book that I found.
What other book?
I like the fact that you all went, hang on.
Wait a minute.
I
I'm.
like that.
I had to go through my bloody English teachings.
But just put
I'm terrible at English.
May I? I will not destroy it. It's not mine.
It's up to
I
you,
do-
A55.
I do suppose so. But if it get damaged, just to let you know, this hammer will come down on you.
Well, that's a threat.
He just sort of looks at you and goes, uh-huh.
And you will hear somebody going, wee, as it happens.
Okay, now there's two gimmicks now.
Just give me the book.
Oh, fine.
And he literally he flicks through all the front bit, goes straight to the back. Just kind of goes, oh, shuts it, goes, well, isn't that a big pile of donkey shite?
Surprise.
Maybe I have a word with the missionaries the next time they visit.
Yeah, they don't know that we got the book.
Oh.
So don't say it just in case they try and pornhole, blasphemer, all that baloney.
You mean heretic?
Bless you.
Yes, words been used a lot around here. Did you know that Fizbin is a
Mm?
heretic because he worships the snake? And did you know that Deirdre is a heretic because she worships a multi-headed dragon? And did you know that Duncan is a heretic because he worships a tree?
And who do you worship?
Well, I did quite like this St. Proteus fellow. But now I'm not so sure.
Hmm.
How many gods are there, may I ask?
A good question. And I do mean between the natives or everybody?
Natives.
Oh,
Because of what you just said. As absolutely.
no, it's fine. Among the islands, there are four main followings, I suppose you would call them. Ilmon Frictamin is generally the one that we all follow, even though we kind of appreciate the others. Ilmon Frictamin is generally at the center,
Mm.
but
So
we
that's Big
appreciate the
Kahuna.
others because, let's face it, without life, there will be no light. And without life, there can be no chaos. And without life, there certainly isn't death. So without Ilmon Frictamin, none of the others would exist.
Okay. And so we already know about one of the gods. Well, two actually. Ilvon Victimin and I will cover Brutus it is. Cowboy.
Yes! It's quite a pretty island at the top of the mountain.
Hmm. Did you say something, Mr. Dudley?
Nah, don't worry, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm here.
There's no quite a pretty island at the top of the mountain. Looking
Yeah, we
over
know.
the island, looking after its dwellers. It's been there for thousands of years.
Yep, I gathered that. Who's the other two? And I will let go of Brutus's
Hmm.
is so
Well,
it's on a
yes,
different topic.
the followers. Well, those of a scaly persuasion normally would follow that of chaos or light. The You've heard the story of the great battles of the heavens between Bahamut and Tiamat, surely. That must have traveled the world across the seas.
I have heard, but not in depth.
No, well, the the story goes, or gives a saying of, "In light we find chaos." But
What
yes,
way? And who do you think Deirdre's? Is it Deirdre?
Deirdre, Dad, no, Dad already
Who
said
do you think?
Deirdre, fine follower of chaos. Did you not
Oh,
get
she's a
that from her? Did
chaos.
you not get that from her happy demeanor?
No, I thought she had resting bitch face.
Rest. I like that. I'm going to make a note of that one. Hey, make a note. Deirdre's got resting bitch face. You just suddenly hear from in there going, yes, I like that. That's good. Yes, resting bitch face. I like that. It's good. I'll make sure that's on the. I'll make sure that's on the next letter I send her. I like it, but yes, she yes firm follower of the chaos of the world. She'd rather see the ship sunk than what the new dwellers would bring to these isles.
Hmm.
And I'm sure you've met the brothers. Master, if you've been to see Deirdre, you've definitely met her. I don't know what you would call him, witchy doctor man.
Oh yeah,
Garman, that's the word.
Paradon, is that the one?
That's the man. Yes,
Hmm.
funny fella. Him. Not
Yeah.
really had much of a conversation.
No, he haunts my dreams.
As he does mine too.
Does he? Oh,
Yes.
What? You
Yes,
shook hands with him?
terrifying man.
does he actually? Does he come to you overnight?
Oh no, but they do have nightmares about him.
Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough.
And is that not what you meant?
No, he cuts me in my dreams.
Fun.
Hmm.
That, well, yes. And you see, he sort of takes half a step backwards and kind of, oh,
Hmm.
This is news to This is news to me.
it's interesting. And you've met his brother.
Yes.
He's got a brother?
Yeah, it's Marwell, right? He's the guy we met, and he made himself like golden wings.
That's
I
it,
forget where.
mechanical wings. Yes,
Yeah,
he
yeah, that's the one.
went a little bit screwy. Didn't like not being a Donegard. Deirdre got voted in, and he got voted out because he went a little bit funny. And now lives in solitude up in the mountains, all on his own. Pretends he's a guardian because it's funny like that.
We did see him once thinking that.
Really? Did he attack you and smite you without a word of warning?
Was about to because of he told us off for defending ourselves against a treant.
Forest guardian.
Yeah, and then he tried to go tell us off.
Oh yes, the guardians have been misbehaving recently, especially these fluffy things. Keep turning up. Did you know we had a darkling dragon turn up the other day just to say hi? Scared the shit out of us. And then this stupid pink flump just popped out of it and pissed off.
Hmm.
If only we'd known where these flumps come from, we'd get rid of all of them. Do you know what it's like to sleep in a cave and then have a darkling dragon turn up?
We had
No.
it almost half. Was it a
half chewed wolf?
a two-legged wolf
Lovely.
try to attack us because of
Yeah.
these things?
That's their
Yes, they'll
fun.
find anything. They'll find anything to move. They can even get in inanimate objects and make them move.
Is there a way to kill them?
Not that we found.
Hmm.
Word has it that they're lost souls.
Ah.
I wish I knew where they were lost from, because I'd show them the fucking way back.
At least you're honest. I'll give you that. I respect it.
They believe they're having fun, but they're just annoying.
Have you said that to them?
Yes, but I don't think they listen. That was when we got shown a darkling dragon. They're not fun to be around.
No. You got to go in the short end of the stick, it seems.
Yes, and the dragon got the sharp end of most of ours, but when something's already dead, difficult to kill it. God forbid they ever turn up angry. Wouldn't want to upset them now, would we? So starts looking around, just in case they're listening.
So,
Um,
while we're here, sorry, Dudley, I was just going to
That's okay.
ask whether, because we were on our way back to visit Dunkus to help Dudley out with an ailment he has, I was wondering if you possibly also had the same kind of knowledge Dunkus has and may be able to help Dudley here out.
I mean, Dunkus is one of the most ancient island dwellers. Except for Fizbin, I suppose, but he looks a lot older than he is. I mean, I'm just a 10 to 29.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, no worries.
I got.
Last year, when I had my 35th birthday, and I was showed how to do something, but 45 years ago, when I came to the island,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was shown the ways of the ways of the medicine, and when I was 52, I became very adept with the local herbs, but not quite in the way that you're hoping for.
Mm. He isn't wearing sandals by any chance, this Splendid, is he?
Barefoot,
Yeah, that's my next thought.
bare leg, bare chest, just his leather or leather draped sarong.
Oh, okay, fair enough. For some reason I was envisioning that rat from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I forget his name.
Oh, Splinter.
Splinter.
Yeah, yeah.
Master Splinter.
Mm. No. All right, then, cool.
Also, do you want to start trading? As we are, how is it? Official,
The delegates, I think is the word you're looking for, Bestie.
Oh,
Oh,
I suppose. Does that mean that you're from New Serene? Then yes, I know.
Yes, we've been employed by
And you made your way
Constantine.
out here. Not many people have made it out here. Not at all. Impressive that you're still alive.
Yeah, well, I have questioned that sometimes.
Unfortunately, looking around, not much to trade really. That's why we just listen to the missionaries, and they share us with they share the stories with their books about Saint Matthias. They're quite good stories, and with the information that friends with Ilford Frictamin, it's nice.
Well,
The Cubs are big fans.
it just helps, getting you, out and about, see the other islands.
No, we're quite content. I have travelled to the other islands before. That's how I've met Deirdre. I regretted that.
Yeah, I don't think you'll regret seeing Constantine.
No, you think Constantine would be welcoming, do you?
Oh, I know he's going to be welcoming. He wants to meet the natives.
Does he follow Saint Matthias, or is he a chaos reigns supreme?
He's not chaos, and he ain't. I don't think he is more religious. He hasn't come across. He just wants to be everyone's friend, it looks like.
Oh, I quite like the sound of him. The missionaries and the priests don't talk very highly of the governor.
I'm not surprised in that department because it sounds like the missionaries are full of religion. They got the other side is full of science, and then you got Constantine down in the middle and wants to be friends with everyone.
Well, I like friends. I need new friends. I think that I would like to go and see him.
Do we have the a contract of like anything from Constantine to officially saying that
You've
Glendid
got no,
has
you haven't got no. Everything that you've been given by Constantine, you have given out.
okay.
Everything you were originally given by Constantine, you have given out.
Cool.
Hmm.
But yes, I will saddle up on one of my riders, and I will consider making my way to New Serene to visit the governor. He sounds like quite a chap.
Oh, he is.
I believe I want to meet him. Yes.
Glad it helped.
Yes, I will be ready to travel in about a day. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow seems like a good day.
I'll pass the information on when we see him.
Marvelous. Before I go and start preparing myself to travel, do you need anything else from me?
Just another way to see if I can get the seed of life, or
Pleasure.
thank you. Oh, must be hay fever. Oh,
Yes.
yes,
Seed of life.
seed
No.
of life. Other than I don't really want to die. So any non-death approach would be highly appreciated.
I mean, the question I ask is, how do you see a god?
As an omnipotent being.
Yes, and if you wish to see a god, he's either got to come to you so you witness him.
Then how would I get the Tree of Life to see me, or Il Monfrictamin to come and see me?
Be true. It's true of heart, true of life. Be the perfect. I mean, there are people that claim that they have spoken and seen him. You know, there are the ill-known Frictamin witnesses.
I don't suppose you have a book on it at all, do you, that I can study at my leisure?
Unfortunately, there's only one person that could read.
Oh.
Yes, common is not our language.
So you don't have any books, scriptures, anything like that?
Only what the missionaries have left us.
Do you mind if I take a look?
I'm sure.
Thank you.
Bring out the books.
I'm guessing the missionaries taught you common, or is that someone else?
Yes, the missionaries. I picked it up a lot quicker. Some speak it, kind of. Others are slowly starting, but I'm teaching the clan. Slowly but surely, we're picking it all up.
Does that mean a missionary's gone through the hitman and taught Dunkers, or is that someone else?
Well, we had the missionaries in Caraboa, didn't we?
We found the bodies, not.
Which means if that's the way I'm going to have to go, I'm not going back there. So let's just hope that there's more than one group of missionaries.
Are you having this conversation out loud?
Yeah, out of character.
Oh, okay. Because if it was in character, I would have replied to it. But you're not in character.
No. Mr. Dudley, did we check what the missionaries had on them when we went to the snakes?
No, we didn't see anything.
Oh, I bet they have the
No,
book.
Wait, don't 855 got one of the books? No, he's got the backpack of religious.
Oh, good point. 855, would you kindly check your backpack and see if your bag of holding and see if you have a book on Ilmon Frictamine?
Ilmon Frictamine. Okie dokie. My D100 is 63. Looking for something in Ilmon Frictamine.
A book on Ilmon Frictamine. Okay. You reach in, you pull out a book. And the book says, Ilmon Frictamine, how could a tree be a god? A heretic story.
Heretic story, yeah.
Don't suppose you mind if I can borrow that, do you, Mr. 855?
Go for it.
Thank you. And I'll take it off him and then I'll read that at some point.
Yeah, the one thing you notice is the person that wrote it.
Go on.
Father Aloysius.
Father Aloysius. Okay.
And this is where I say, do you remember Aloysius?
No.
The one that, if I remember,
Oh,
is the
no.
one who made us go through the trial and aired your dirty laundry.
Oh, that prick.
And the one that burnt the Guardian.
Oh,
The one who told us don't say that name. And if you have evidence to show him.
okay, well, that's the heretic story, so it's probably going to be heavily biased. No, recalling that, I'll just hand the book back to 855.
Okay.
Hence why I didn't want to give him the book just in case he tried to destroy it.
That's fine. Well, gents, if there's nothing else I can do, I'm going to go and get myself ready for a journey. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, and we'll
Thank you for chatting.
yeah, we'll see you bright and early tomorrow.
I'll be there. And he sort of turns and goes, bye. Wanders off, and you seem to be shouting to the cave, get my strider ready.
Oh, what a sweet old man.
Mm.
He's only in his 30s. He done 45 years.
What did he go? What did he go to? 62? 62?
Yeah, go up to.
Storytelling.
Okay, so I reckon we carrying on back to Hikmet.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Pass on the information.
Nice.
You,
All right then.
you walk down. Blah, blah, blah. You turn and start heading south again, and continue walking. You know now that you're sort of halfway down the island. You now know that you've got to sort of get your way all the way back across to the other side of the east side of the island now to the barge.
Would we be able to make it there and back in a day?
No.
Okay.
Sort of like you're going to have to stop at Serene and then go the rest of the way.
Right.
Damn.
Then we may need to reconsider what we're going to do. Well, is there anything we can do around here that we need to do?
Right, we're near east of San Mateus, right? Is there anything? I think the only thing we needed to do on San Mateus was chat to what's her face? Well, the Cardinal. But we don't want to do that. So
Yeah, we can pass the information and then talk about the faceless one.
oh yeah, there's still that, isn't there? Oh god, there's so many things to do. Oh my god.
We still
Right.
have Delic to deal with as well.
Oh god. Yes.
There is plenty we need to do.
The mystery provider of Hitmet, which we think is the Feather Brotherhood of a different kind.
We need to heal the druids or cure them of the curse.
Oh yeah, we need to go talk
Malachor.
to
Black
the
swamp
doc
thing, yeah.
about if we found a cure.
Should we just roll a D100? Because that's probably about as many quests as we have right now, and then we'll just pick one.
You also want to go and see Dr. Usili about your ooze.
Yes.
That as well. We need to go talk to Vasily for one, the ooze, and two, the cure of the native's illness.
Don't I have to go pick up like a weapon I gave to a blacksmith or something?
We're finding all this out now. This is the time we're just going, right, what have we actually got to do? 31 sessions in.
Well, we did James did want to try and make it a year long or maybe more.
Well, okay.
2 years. So we're doing well so far.
How about this? How about myself and Mr. Dudley make our way to Dunkus, and you two can wait here and then escort our friend here in the morning.
All right. Yeah, I'm up for that.
Kill two birds with one stone, as they say.
I realised as you said that, Ray, so we're 31 weeks in and we're thinking about doing this for 2 years, so we're a quarter of the way through already and we haven't solved anything. That's not a good pro rata. That's not a good progression.
No.
By the time we get to 2 years, we'll solve
only
one
the
thing.
DM knows how good a job or bad a job you're doing.
At current projections, 10 years. Okay.
And that's just for one quest.
Yeah.
Well, you still got all your side quests to sort out. Nobody's like Dudley still hasn't asked any questions about being a Nort.
Yeah, I know I need to go start doing that. But
Rogu needs to go and visit Caradon to find out what the fuck's he doing in dreams with his mum.
Oh yeah, she's dying, isn't she?
yeah, your mum's dying, and
Oh, Rogu.
your
I've now
blue
disappeared. Right, there we go.
your blue friend that stabs you in your sleep gave her a blue flower,
Hmm.
threatening your parents' life.
Hmm. Cool. Right. So, yeah. All right. So, I can imagine just freaking Roger having a half breakdown as this conversation is going on. Like, there's not much to do.
I'll tell you what.
Right.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to help you a little bit. While you guys are standing there thinking about what your next move is going to be, you hear a rustling about 50 foot away in the forest, rushing east at maybe 70 miles an hour, just through the forest. All roll me a perception.
15.
11.
19.
5.
Cool. 19. 855.
Yep.
You see a large white cat-like creature.
A
You see a large white
white
cat-like
cat. Okay.
sort of reminiscent of a lion, but bigger. And on the back of it, this small bugbear holding on to reins. Yeah!
There's a bugbear on a big white cat, and he went yeah.
Is he away from us or is he coming towards us?
Oh, he's
I don't know.
flying through the forest, like 50 foot away from you, just heading east.
What way is it?
So making his way to New Serene.
Cool. So he's got his way. So I guess, yeah, we'll just carry on as a group. We'll take that. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. At least we know that's gonna get done.
Yeah. And I think the priority is get yourself healed first, Dudley, hoping that Dummkopf can do that. And then once you're fully healed and you've no longer got this Malachor, then we can sort everything else out.
He hasn't got the Malachor, he got bitten by a hag.
Cool. Thank you. Right, so once you have no longer got the hag core, then we can sort everything out.
Well done for remembering the name of the illness, though.
Cool. All right. I think we'll start heading that way then.
So you head east, watching this cat just disappear off into the distance, moving at an incredible rate through the forest. Takes you 6 hours to get across the island.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
I'm back to the barge. Crossing over various small streams, through bits of woodland forest, seeing, I use the term harmless creatures, but some giving you some fairly odd looks. As you get back to the barge, and the barge was sort of sitting there, sort of really wide-eyed, heavy breathing, just sitting up against one of the posts.
You okay there?
I just seen something that made me shit myself. I've been for 4 hours. I'm not quite sure I believe what I saw.
Pray
What did
tell,
you
what did you
see?
see?
This great big white furry blur. And look, and he points. He points at the wooden railing behind him. You can see these 6 claw marks in it. Damn thing perched on that and leaped the fucking lake. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Probably a native beast.
Oh,
That's some crazy bastard sitting on the back going, "Yee-haw!"
That's the guy we're following, yes.
Oh, right, sure. He looked like he had more fur on him than the freaking thing that he was riding.
I want what he's got.
Knowing our luck, if we do get one, some bloody thing's going to go munch it.
I'll use the power of Saint Mateus.
What, are you going to go pee on it? A vault?
Yeah, one of
I'm
them
gonna
10
go- I'm gonna-
dynamite ways.
Exactly.
The guy sort of gets up on the front and goes, right, I take it you guys want to go across the normal way.
If that's all right.
Yes, please.
That's fine. Dad puts his hand out.
I'll give him a silver.
I'm afraid that's not the cost anymore, sir.
I'll give a gold.
Yeah, what's the cost then, bud?
He got the right idea. It'd be a gold each.
Each?
I'm afraid so.
Very well, and I'll give him 4 gold pieces.
I say thank you to you, sir.
You sure?
Not my choice.
Absolutely, it's fine. It's fine. We need to get this done.
Unfortunately, those are the words that have come from Taleme. I've got to put my fares up because I've got to give 75% to the bloody mother cardinal.
That's a bit steep, isn't it?
No,
For
as steep
what?
as this. Really, you guys gained weight.
I don't think so.
I will give him a hand in doing so.
Oh, that's better. He just sort of slows down a little bit. My shoulders ain't creaking as much as they used to.
So why is she charging you?
Don't know. Got given the scrolls. Told me that 75% of what comes across has got to go to her. So I've had to put my prices up just to make sure that I can still feed my families.
I'm guessing she's still trying to do the parties again still.
And that might be a
Consent.
thing. She does like to have a good old knees up to the old mother cardinal. And if she ever gets over that gambling habit she's got.
Gambling
I don't
habit, eh?
We really need to teach that woman a lesson.
You know about her gambling habit.
Yeah.
You've read her ledger.
Yeah.
You've seen how much money she's lost.
Yeah,
But again, it's not.
You've got the letter, haven't you? One of you picked up the letter of how much money she owed the bookies.
I forgot. Okay.
I've still got it.
I'm saying, I'm reminding.
Oh, okay. Right.
No, I don't think it's her that owes. It's or is her, and she's using 2 representations. So it is
Yeah,
her.
that was it, wasn't
It had the mother cardinal's name on it.
What? So she's trying to hide away from it, or?
She's a gambling addict. Gentlemen, I thank you for your business. And until next time, I'm just gonna. And you see him, he just plops himself down on the bank. He's just gonna go.
By the way, did you get those people to actually help you?
Those people who actually help me.
The people that have just been, tent up around the borders.
No. That'd be a negative there, Mr. Greenman.
What, he refused or because of the
Hey,
tax?
they got their own problems. I don't bring my problems upon other people. They've got their own problems. My mother didn't raise me that way, sir.
But this way, you're just going to injure yourself.
No, it's all right. I'll be okay. I'll be able to get. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, sir. I gotta get back to work. Hello, ladies. Please, one gold piece here. Thank you very much. Steps back on. Until next time, cheers.
Yep.
Take
Look
care.
after yourself.
I wonder if we could make like a mechanical pulling device that you can use instead, like an automated rotor or something. Something to make his life a bit easier.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, maybe that's for the science people. Hikmet was the science place, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I wonder if one of their scientists can think of something clever to do there.
Yeah,
But
because I need to go
will,
there anyway.
Hmm.
but the question is, will I know he will accept it, the barged guy, but will Mother Cardinal accept it because it's made out of science?
True. Well, they invented telescopes to look at the stars because they thought that was celestial. So I can't think there'd be any. I don't know. I don't know religion. Good point. All right, let's go.
You get to Noosa Road, well, yeah, you get to Teer Fradee, and you head down the path and head in the western gate of New Serene. There's a buzz about town. You can hear the murmuring of the people in the city. It's sort of evening now. You can hear the murmur in the city of the people, the excitement of something that's happening in the town square.
Mm.
Do we get earshot of the murmurs?
Yeah, and so, did you see them turn up? Have you seen what they're doing? I can't wait. I'm really excited. Haven't seen one. I haven't seen one since we're in the homeland. This is going to be great. I can't believe that they've actually got one to come here. It's going to be super. It's going to be amazing.
I do apologize, but who is this new arrival?
They're setting up the big top in the town centre. We can't wait.
Big Top?
And as you see that, you see all of a sudden erect over the top of one of the houses a huge white and red tent. Just
What the hell is that?
Is the circus in town? Are there any like flyers about or anything to
as you
say
start
what it is?
as you start continuing to move to the center of town, queues, hordes of people have made their way around this tent, and they're all sort of lining the streets. And you can hear from the main gate coming up from the docks, music being played. And as you look down, you can see coming up the promenade a full marching band made up of various clowns, jugglers, acrobats, fire eaters, all marching up the main route.
Oh, very cool.
So we have a circus now.
I do like the circus. If we have the time, I'd like to go.
As they sort of start getting up and walking past, you see two huge mammoths being led up through the city, sort of 5 meters to the shoulder. Woman on the top on one hand, sort of like twirling a baton over her head while doing a handstand. You see that you suddenly see the ringmaster get lifted up on one of the trunks as he stands over the procession. Ladies and gentlemen, the circus is here. And we'll pick up next week.
Oh no!
Aw.
Really want to go to.
And another episode of D&D Misfit Adventures has come to an end. Thank you very much for keeping up with us. Until next time.